My first timeline since Sunday. I took a break from timelines for a day, but we are back. Starting with Sakurai's revival of the Kid Icarus series. Kid Icarus Uprising. This was actually the oldest 3DS game that started development in the same year that the 3DS itself started development, in 2008. Sakurai was the first person outside of Nintendo to know about the existence of the 3DS. After finishing Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Masahiro Sakurai is invited to dinner by Nintendo president Satoru Iwata. Iwata privately reveals early plans for the Nintendo 3DS. Sakurai becomes the first external developer informed of the platform. Iwata requests a launch window title. Sakurai leaves considering hardware potential and studio limitations. Notes that Sora Limited staff has drastically shrunk post-Brawl. August 2008. Sakurai evaluates studio capacity. Considers developing a simple port. Rejects port idea. Wants something ambitious. Begins conceptualizing a third-person shooter built around stereoscopic 3D. Identifies 3D depth as potential gameplay mechanic. Project still entirely original IP. September 2008. Further talks with Iwata about using an existing Nintendo franchise. Inspired by fan feedback that many Smash characters lacked recent games. Evaluates franchises including Star Fox. Determines Star Fox would restrict planned gameplay systems. Considers dormant properties. Kid Icarus begins emerging as strong candidate. 2008. Chooses Kid Icarus revival. Motivated by franchise's long absence and Western popularity. Also, influenced by Pit's Smash Bros. Revival. P. Develops early gameplay structure. P. 5-minute aerial rail segment. P. Ground combat phase. P. Boss climax. Ling. Submits concept plan to Nintendo. H2. November 2008. Project receives green light by Nintendo. Sakurai rents office space in Takadanobaba, Tokyo. No 3DS dev tools exist yet. P. Vision finalized between Nov-March period. P. Begins recruiting concept artists. P. Gameplay structure locked early. H2. Strong December 2008. H2. Hires illustrators. Toshio Noguchi. Akifumi Yamamoto. Masaki Hiroka. Art direction inspired by manga stylization. P. Establishes tone. Humorous, light, myth-inspired but modern. P. Begins planning difficulty philosophy. Includes 3 extra chapters. Labor cut. L.I. N.C. H1. 2009. Project Sora and early development. H2. January 2009. Strong. H2. Studio Project Sora established. AP. Initial team size 30 developers. AP. Sakurai takes full control of script writing. AP. Begins drafting entire story personally. AP. Decides to avoid simple good versus evil narrative. AP. Palutena reimagined from damsel to active partner. H2. February 2009. Strong. H2. LI. Refines dialogue structure. AP. Designs gameplay integrated story, minimal cutscenes. AP. Pit and Palutena dynamic, modeled after Japanese comedy duos. Dark Pit conceptualized as mirror, not villain. Greek influence retained, but mythology not directly adapted. Explicit decision to avoid tone similar to God of War. March 2009. Active recruitment begins. Official development phase begins. First title in development for 3DS. Because of missing dev tools, prototyping on Wii hardware. Supplemented by PC development. Hardware specs unstable and evolving. Feature iteration begins. April 2009. Early prototypes of aerial shooting built. Ground combat system experiments. Camera control testing begins. Stylus aiming tested. Evaluated. Enemy density experiments conducted. May 2009. Weapons system framework defined early. Multiple weapon classes locked. Multiplayer concept approved internally. Fiend's Cauldron concept created. Challenge theme defined. Difficulty slider tied to wagering mechanic. June 2009. AR functionality discussed. Inspired by Smash Bros. Trophy mode. AR card concept approved. Need for ID recognition code leads to color bit system. Idle battle mechanic uses rock paper scissors stat logic. Planning for physical card production begins. July 2009. Touchscreen aiming refined. Sakurai dissatisfied with prior DS FPS aiming. Stylus flick mechanic invented. 3D stereoscopic movement testing. Camera plus character movement conflict investigated. Debugging increases due to gameplay variability. August 2009. Multiplayer balancing framework designed. Weapon balancing philosophy inspired by Smash Fighter selection. Debate over Circle Pad Pro support. Memory space limitations restrict left-handed analog solution. Stand accessory proposed by Team. Nintendo approves inclusion. September 2009. Debug cycles expand. Enemy count optimization. Frame rate stabilization. Dialogue during gameplay system implemented. Cutscenes shortened aggressively. Later chapters twist content kept secret internally. October 2009. Hardware spec changes force feature revisions. Some early systems scrapped. 3 planned story chapters cut. Script tightened. Boss design escalated in scale. Hades faction concept solidified. November 2009. Large-scale debugging. Multiplayer playtesting. Stylus sensitivity fine-tuned. Lighthearted tone reinforced. Locked. Audio placeholder tracks used. December 2009. Reveal trailer music assignment given to Yasunori Mitsuda. Orchestral planning begins. Composer team assembled, including Motoi Sakuraba, Yuzo Koshiro, Masafumi Takada, Noriyuki Iwadare. Nishi appointed music director. Music style meetings begin. 2010. Public reveal and audio production. January to March 2010. Mitsuda orchestrates reveal trailer music. Large orchestral sessions planned. Gameplay footage prepared for reveal. Enemy counts optimized. Boss theme prototypes begin. Sakurai expresses concern about early exposure. June 2010. Game officially revealed at E3 2010. Announcement immediately follows Nintendo 3DS reveal. Public shock at Kid Icarus revival. Development still mid-production. Sakurai uneasy about unfinished state. Development pace intensifies. July-December 2010. Live orchestral sessions, 7 total. 150 musicians involved overall. Mitsuda dedicates 4 months to orchestration. Synchronized with dialogue. Sakuraba rewrites main theme multiple times. Multiplayer themes composed. 2011. Polish, debugging, localization. Early 2011. Extensive debugging phase. Final weapon balancing. AR card production pipeline finalized. Idle AR battle system refined. Multiplayer net testing. Stereoscopic 3D refinements. Mid-2011. Script finalized. Localization handed to Nintendo Treehouse. Sakurai grants large adaptation freedom. Humor rewritten for Western nuance. Timeless references preserved. Voice casting begins. Late 2011. Voice actors cast. Anthony Del Rio, Pit Dark. Pit. Ali Hillis, Palutena. Hynden Walsh, Veridi. Recording partly done together, later separately. European version limited to English voice track. Box art standardized globally. Stand accessory finalized for packaging. Promotion, January-February 2012. Final manufacturing. AR card packs prepared. 3 anime shorts produced: Medusa's Revenge, Palutena's Revolting Dinner, Thanatos Rising. Shorts streamed via Nintendo Video. Marketing campaign intensifies. March 2012, worldwide launch. First Kid Icarus game since Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters. First Japan planned entry since 1986 original. Strong praise for soundtrack. Later full OST released August 2012. Post-release music recognition. Soundtrack released as New Light Mythology, Palutena's Mirror original soundtrack. 3 CD limited edition. Praised. Considered one of Nintendo's best modern scores. Final development summary. Development span: July 2008, March 2012. First 3DS game in development. Faced unstable hardware specs. Heavy debugging cycle. Massive orchestral production. Balanced high difficulty with accessibility. Story entirely written by Sakurai. Designed as full franchise revival, not remake.